Welcome to the Morning English Podcast. Listen, learn, and speak English daily.
Have you ever looked at your phone and realized it has been weeks since you spoke to a really good friend?
Oh, that is such a common feeling.
Right. You are just sitting in a beautiful place, maybe enjoying a quiet morning, but suddenly you feel this sinking feeling in your chest. Do you sometimes not know what to say when a close relationship suddenly feels, distant? It is a scary feeling to realize someone you care about is slipping away.
I completely understand that heavy feeling. If you are experiencing that right now, please know you are not alone. I mean, it happens to all of us. You do not need to carry that worry by yourself.
Exactly.
We are sitting here in the garden this morning to share a safe space with you. The fresh sunlight is hitting the leaves, and you can hear the birds chirping softly in the background. It is a very peaceful morning.
It really is beautiful out here.
So we invite you to sit down with us, relax your shoulders, take a deep breath of fresh air, and join our deep dive today. Let's have an honest conversation about why friendships change.
Today, we are exploring a very common experience. It is called drifting apart.
Yes, drifting apart.
This happens to best friends, family members, and even couples. Relationships usually give us happiness and support, right? But losing that connection is almost never a sudden event. It is a very slow, quiet process.
That is exactly right. To drift apart means two people slowly become less close emotionally over time. They talk less often.
Right, the calls just stop.
Exactly. They stop sharing their deep feelings. Eventually, they spend less time together and feel totally disconnected. It is not a loud argument, It is just a slow fading of love.
It is sad because we really rely on these connections to feel safe. But because the distance grows so slowly, we often do not even notice it is happening until a lot of time has passed.
Yes, and that slow change is why understanding it is so helpful for your life.
Yeah.
We want to show you how this looks in the real world today. But before you begin, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more easy English lessons. We love growing this community with you.
So how does this actually happen in real life? Let's talk about a classic situation. Think about two people. We can call them Ria and Ankit.
Okay, Ria and Ankit.
They were best friends for years. I mean, they talked every single day. They shared every detail about their lives, their hopes, and their fears.
Oh, wow. That is a beautiful level of trust.
It really was. But their lives slowly changed. They both got very busy with new jobs.
Oh.
Because they were so tired, they stopped calling each other.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Their long conversations became short text messages. After several months, they were no longer close. They completely drifted apart.
That happens sometimes. I can easily see how that happens when friends live in different cities or get busy.
But what if people are just physically together all the time? Like a couple living in the exact same house. Can they still drift apart?
Oh, that is a great question. The answer is absolutely yes.
Really?
Yes, we call this emotional distance. Even if two people are standing in the same room, they can be emotionally miles away from each other. Physical closeness does not equal emotional closeness.
Wow. Why does that happen if they see each other every single day?
Well, it happens when they stop sharing their internal world. They stop talking about what scares them or what makes them happy.
So they just talk about normal, boring things.
Exactly. They only talk about basic things like buying groceries or paying bills. Slowly, they feel disconnected. They become two strangers who just happen to live in the same house.
That sounds incredibly lonely.
It really is.
What are the deeper reasons we lose these connections? I mean, why do we let emotional distance grow?
The most common reason is a lack of real communication. When people stop talking openly, small misunderstandings turn into really large problems.
You could give an example.
Sure. For example, if a friend feels ignored but never says anything, the other person simply does not know they made a mistake.
Right, and then that hurt person builds a wall to protect themselves.
Exactly.
We also said busy lives are a big factor. But why do we ignore the people we love the most when we get busy? It seems backwards.
It is actually a psychological habit. When we are very stressed with work, our brain tries to save energy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sadly, we often stop spending energy on our closest relationships because we assume those people will never leave us. We take their love for granted to save time.
Oh, wow. We take them for granted because our brain thinks they are a safe, permanent thing. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it is very common.
People also change over time, right? Our interest naturally changes as we grow older.
Yes, exactly. One friend might discover a deep love for travel, while the other finds comfort in staying home.
Right. Their identities shift in opposite directions.
If they do not try to understand each other's new interests, They lose their common ground and slowly separate.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
So how do we know this emotional distance is happening to us? What specific signs should I look for in my own life?
The early signs are very quiet. First, you will notice less communication.
Like fewer text messages?
Yes, you receive fewer messages. When you do talk, the conversations are very short. You do not share your real feelings anymore.
And I imagine the feeling of meeting them changes too.
Yes, heavily. In the past, you felt excited to see them. Now you might feel neutral or even stressed by the idea of meeting.
Stressed. That is sad.
It is. People might even start avoiding each other by making excuses or canceling plans at the last minute.
Silence probably feels very different too. I always thought silence with a good friend is a nice thing.
Comfortable silence is a beautiful thing, but when you are drifting apart, the silence becomes completely empty.
Empty.
Yes. When trust fades, silence stops being a comfortable resting place. Instead, it becomes a heavy wall where both people hide their true thoughts. They just sit there with their own insecurities.
The emotional impact of that empty silence is painful. It leaves people feeling so sad and confused. They constantly ask themselves, what did I do wrong?
Or they ask, what changed?
Exactly.
You can feel incredibly lonely. Even if that person still calls you sometimes, the deep trust is broken. You feel entirely alone in the relationship.
Let's focus on how to fix this. Being in this peaceful garden actually makes me think of how relationships work.
Oh, how so?
Relationships are a lot like the plant surrounding us right now. If you stop watering a plant, it does not die the very next day. It just slowly wilts, leaf by leaf.
That is a brilliant way to explain it.
Right. A lack of communication is like shutting off the water supply to the plant. You also have to give it sunlight, which is the care and warmth you show.
Yes, exactly.
If you ignore the garden, the weeds grow and the beautiful flowers fade away.
I love that analogy. You must protect the relationship with daily effort.
So how do we practically water our relationship plants?
First, you must make time to communicate. Even if your schedule is crazy, you can call someone for just 10 minutes every day.
Just 10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes is small, but it keeps the connection alive.
You say we need to communicate more, but isn't forcing communication when you are exhausted a bad idea?
That is a fair point. Forcing a long conversation when you are tired leads to arguments.
Right.
But communication does not always mean a deep talk. Sometimes it is just sending a quick message saying, I am tired today, but I'm thinking of you.
Ah, I see. That honesty prevents misunderstandings.
Exactly. Use simple, kind words. Say, thank you for being in my life. Say, I appreciate you.
Yeah, that is very sweet.
Also, ask caring emotional questions. Ask, how are you really feeling today?
It seems like we cannot just assume our friends know we care. Assuming is dangerous.
Very dangerous. When you assume someone already knows you love them, you stop showing it through your actions.
And then they stop feeling it.
Yes. Your care must be visible.
So it is about action. Instead of saying a vague phrase like, we should hang out sometime, we should make a real plan.
Yes. Say, let's get coffee this Saturday at 10. That firm action proves you value them. And when you do meet, you must truly listen.
Listening is so important.
True listening is the sunlight for your garden. Put your phone away. Give them your complete focus.
Listening without distraction is so rare these days. When someone actually puts their phone in their pocket and looks me directly in the eyes, I feel respected.
It builds a deep, unbreakable bond.
It truly does. Listening shows that you value their inner world.
It proves that even though you both are busy with life, their voice still matters to you deeply.
That is powerful.
That simple act of paying attention can completely stop a relationship from drifting apart. It is the absolute best way to maintain that vital emotional closeness over many years.
Okay, we know we need to listen and show care, but let's be honest. When a friend pulls away, we often handle it badly. We feel hurt, so we make mistakes.
We do. When feelings are hurt, it is very easy to react poorly. You might keep your anger hidden inside.
Right, just staying quiet and not saying anything.
Yes, and that creates an unresolved conflict. Or you might attack the person out of frustration. You might angrily say, you never call me anymore. You do not care about me.
Ouch, that sounds like you're blaming them. It
Well,
makes people defensive.
Exactly. Blaming the other person weakens the relationship further. We need to approach them politely and calmly.
How do we do that?
Let's practice a real simulation to show how to fix this gently. I will start as the first person. So here we go. Can we talk? I feel like we are drifting apart lately.
I will reply as the second person. Yes, of course. What happened?
We just do not talk like we used to. I really miss our old conversations and feeling close to you.
I know. We both got so busy with our lives. I miss it too. Let's fix it together.
See how much better that is. It is honest but gentle. You explain your sad feelings without pointing fingers.
You invite them to help repair the bond.
Yes.
It is so much better. Using simple, honest words like, I miss our old conversations, can truly save a failing relationship. It removes the anger and opens a safe door for them to share their own feelings. Don't worry, it takes practice. Let's do a quick review of some useful phrases from our deep dive today.
Yes, let's practice. These phrases are powerful tools for your personal life. I will say the phrases slowly. Please practice speaking them aloud right where you are. First phrase, drift apart.
This simply means to become distant over time.
Next phrase, lost our connection.
This is when the emotional bond between people fades away completely.
Here's another important word, misunderstanding.
That means a wrong or confused understanding between people.
Next phrase, let's fix it together.
A polite, gentle way to invite someone to repair the relationship.
And finally, relationships need effort.
Excellent. It reminds us to actively care for our garden every day.
Practicing these phrases is a great step. It takes courage to talk about difficult feelings. You are doing a great job. Before we go, we just want to say thank you to our amazing listeners for spending this peaceful morning in the garden with us.
We truly appreciate your support. We love reading your messages. Now, we have a question for you. Think about a relationship you value.
Yes, think of someone special.
Tell us in the comments, what is one small action you will take today to improve it?
Do not forget to subscribe for more easy English lessons.
Give this video a like if it helped you today. Share it with someone who wants to improve their English.
Remember, not all drifting apart is bad. Ended relationships often teach us lessons. So, if drifting apart is a natural part of growing, what is the most important lesson a faded relationship has taught you about yourself?
That is a beautiful thought to leave with today. Until next time, keep practicing and enjoy your morning. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.